from the top of the town at 715 Main Street in historic Deadwood. It's time for another episode of the DTC Blow and Smoke Podcast.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Deadwood Tobacco Company Blow and Smoke Podcast. I am your host, Handsome Pierce. Joined with me, as always, is...
Mr. Eye Candy Randy. This is a very special MASH edition of Deadwood Tobacco Company Blow and Smoke because Pierce's kid got everybody sick, and we should stop making out at the bar.
We should stop making out at the bar. However, Ethan says that he has some magical things that he can do with the board to make us sound normal, which I can't wait to hear.
Can he do anything with the cameras to make us look good?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, handsome.
He's got like $10,000 worth of cameras firing at us, and it's just not great. It's just moldy old white men smoking cigars.
Well, and before we get started, this is going to be something a little out of the ordinary for us at Deadwood Tobacco Company Blow and Smoke.
We're actually doing a podcast.
And normally we tell a lot of dick jokes and we have fun, but in a moment of seriousness, this entire episode is going to be dedicated to the mental health, gun control, and political violence epidemic raging through the country right now. How's that sound for you? Just fucking with you. We don't do any of that shit.
That made me nervous, man.
Yeah, it was verging on nerve.
No. This is the wrong place for that. You guys can find that everywhere else online. This is just going to be about, the lifestyle, cigars, things happening here in Deadwood at Deadwood Tobacco Company, our wonderful suppliers, and the shenanigans that, ensue when we all get together.
Yes, lots of things have transpired since the last podcast that we actually sat down and shot. We've had a busy last couple of months. So sorry for not posting regularly as we hoped to and promised to and whatever else. But we are getting back on the mics now. We've got a plan in order to be able to do this every 2 weeks on Tuesdays. So keep tuning in. Thank you for sticking with us and on with the show.
Absolutely. So let's go back to a little segment we've done quite a few times, and we're going to revamp right now with What Are We Smoking? I'm going to go first because I have just about 6 boxes of these left. This is the lovely La Aurora exclusive Deadwood Blues Fest cigar. This is the Connecticut option. It has about a 3/4 inch. There goes my brain. Green tobacco. Come on, help me out here. Candela. Yeah, there it is. Candela foot on it. See, it is like
we were right on your tail too. We were like,
yeah, that one. Real rich, creamy, smooth, kind of almond, cashewy notes in there. A nice, easy one. We are shooting this in the morning time, so I figured that would be a place for me to start. Pierce?
I am smoking from this lovely portfolio pack that is online right now and available to buy, the La Aurora. I am smoking the Corojo. So we've got the Cameroon, we've got the Connecticut, we've got the Maduro, and we've got the Corojo. I chose the Corojo just as kind of a medium option. It's got a nice little nuttiness to it. It's got a little bit of popcorn in the background, dry popcorn. I don't know if that's just the sickness talking, so don't come at me, but that's what I'm tasting on this guy. But those 4 packs are available for $44 in store or out of store. If you come into the store, you also get a free tap beer if you buy one of the packs. So come on in, say hi to us, grab a pack of these delicious traditional cigars from La Aurora, and get a beer on us.
And you should probably grab all 4 and then smoke them in any order that you would like, and then let us know what's your favorite. What notes did you notice between the 2 of them? Have one a day, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and let us know, because I'm sure the folks at La Aurora would like to hear from you and us about those different delicious blends. Going to spoil it. I'm a big Corojo fan, so that's going to be my favorite of those.
And I'm not usually one to go straight to the Corojo, but they didn't have my Habano in there. And I'm a Habano guy, so I just took the thing that was next closest to Habano in strength, and it turns out to be a lovely cigar. It is the Gran Toro, so other people would call that a Gordo or a Gordito or other things like that. I don't think it's quite the 60 gauge, but it is up there. It is bigger than my traditional Toro. Anyways, on with the show.
And Preacher.
So, I haven't gotten to the pack yet. I'm still, we got Rocky back in.
Yes, we did.
The Rocky Decade has got a super, so it's a Sumatra wrapper, which is fantastic.
Ooh,
and I just,
like Sumatras too.
There's also a Sumatra in the sampler pack. But the thing that I love about Sumatra, and it's even more pronounced, I think, in the Rocky Decade, is this grassy barnyard note. You sniff the end and you can smell all sorts of hay bales. I wouldn't say manure. You know, when you say barnyard,
Yeah.
but it's got that.
Sometimes when you say barnyard, it does mean with
Yes.
the manure in it and everything. There has been a couple of those that I've smoked that have featured barnyard that tasted straight up shit barnyard.
Yeah, I think a safe
is
way to
not
say it is earthy.
Yep.
But it is fantastic, and that Sumatra's got some floral notes. But I think that note comes through an extra level of fermentation. If you walk into a room, a pilon, you will smell that fermentation happening, and it's just delightful to me.
Wonderful.
nice.
And in addition to the Rockies back in the humidor, you know, we carry some core lines that we always have based on the desire of our customers and our relationships with the different manufacturers. We've got some Fuentes back in, which we have been in and out for a little while. Olivas by request are in there. We've got some Milanos and some Series V. That is V, right? It's not 5.
Yeah,
Because they got
Series V,
O, G, V. So don't ask me for also, it is Oliva, not Olivia.
Yes.
Just to let you know.
Yep. I'd say that shit all the time.
And also nubs. You guys have asked for nubs. We have nubs in Maduro, Connecticut, and Corojo in there right now as well. Plus a whole bunch of other stuff. We always have new things coming in, so check that out. So down the calendar now, we've got a few things. We just wrapped up Deadwood Jam. Wasn't that a blast? Holy cow, that was a fun weekend.
So fun.
That's all we have to say
All
about
right,
that. So coming up, we've got
I've got some really fond memories of it this year.
It is.
Pictures should be shown along with the podcast.
Yeah.
We're still in development stage right now. It's in the red room, not in the podcast room. So
Exactly. So we do have coming up here in the, just next weekend, Oktoberfest. Ethan, you looking forward to Oktoberfest? Do you enjoy the wiener dog races and the brats throwing contest?
Sure.
that
I do.
That said it all. Just that long, breathy sigh.
Yep.
Says it all.
Yep.
Also, we should talk about a little bit of what went down. Blues Fest, obviously, you guys have talked about a number of times. Rally was an absolute banger this year. Rally, what was your favorite experience from Rally? Do you have a couple of little things that happened during Rally that were really, key to you?
Well, I only saw one pair of boobs, and it's the ones I always see, so that was kind of a letdown. It was really fun. I mean, it was a great day. It was that day. It seemed like a day.
It seemed like just one long fucking day.
Going over and over and over and over and over again.
Have you ever had Groundhog's Day for, 12 days straight?
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yep. And a lot of people come in and I go, how was it for you guys? How was Rally? Was it big? Was it small? Was it like, I worked different places, music venues, campgrounds, here, my own place for 25 rallies. And there is literally, in my opinion, no difference between 300,000 and 600,000. You could only sell so many beers, so many burgers, so many cigars. Now, if we ever have a real shitty one, like 200,000, we'll notice that. And if we ever do the 75th again, we'll notice that. But literally, we can only sling stuff as fast as we can sling it. And we're very happy to do it. We're happy to see all of our customers. And obviously, it makes us the most money of any event in the year. But it becomes kind of like, rinse and repeat.
Yeah, it does. And to speak on the busyness of it, because that's the number one question you get asked from literally the day after Rally until about June 1st next year.
Yeah.
And my answer is I live down in the heart of Sturgis. Don't come find me. I'm not very friendly outside of this podcast. But I live right in the middle of Sturgis, so I have to drive up here every day, which it's only 12 miles, and usually during Rally, it's kind of a shit show getting from here and there. This year, I had absolutely no problem getting through A-Town and getting up to Deadwood. So to me, it seemed like a slower year. I know they pump out the numbers to make it sound better or whatever, but to me, it was just, if it wasn't slower, it was more relaxed, is what I will say.
Yep. And we here at Deadwood Tobacco, and Deadwood in general, because if people come to Rally, unless you are staying in one of the hotels or Airbnbs in town, typically you like to make your way to your destination by 6 or 7 at night, because you want to have a couple of tasty cocktails and smoke some cigars and relax and watch a concert or do whatever you're doing.
Get down the hill before it gets dark.
Exactly. So nighttime here is good. So I worked a couple of the night shifts this year, and I like to equate it like every night of rally is like a decent Friday night during the regular year.
Yes.
So it's decent. There's no complaints, but holy shit is daytime busy.
Daytime is it's almost like a flip time thing during rally. So usually we're way busier at nights, especially on a Friday, Saturday night. And you can have Friday, Saturday double business on a daytime at rally, especially on Friday and Saturday and Sunday and Monday. But it usually starts falling off on Wednesday, and then we don't really have to worry about a whole lot, just getting through the rest of it.
Yep, absolutely. And we each got a night off, or a
yeah, we
shift
did.
off during rally. That's the first time I've ever seen that happen.
No,
so
that was pretty rad.
that was good planning. Thanks to those. We had some special guests come in and help us out behind the bar. So Vinny and Jim, they were wonderful, running around, doing the stuff that we just sometimes don't get to. So we appreciate all their help. And but yeah, not bad at all. And then it just keeps on going. Cool Deadwood Nights. Thank you for coming. We're glad you come once a year, but only once a year. Just leave it at that, man.
Oh man, I had such a good time during Cool Deadwood Nights because I was not here. I took the kid back to college and didn't have to do that shift.
Yep.
And then Jam. Wait, what are we missing? We're missing one, aren't we?
Jam was last weekend. They all run together.
Yeah,
Yep.
it just.
Yep.
Yeah, and now we're going to get into the time where it is going to be a miracle when something is happening.
Well, we've got a few special ones for you. Now, Oktoberfest is just a nice weekend. I mean, we're not doing anything incredibly specific for that. You can come get your smokes and your beer and relax. It's open container. There's activities up and down Main Street. But then, Deadwood.
Deadwood. You know my favorite thing to do during Deadwood is?
What's that?
When I ID somebody, I look at the ID and go, oh, fuck, that's not a mask. Here you go. It's my favorite thing to do. And I try to do it to the most pretty boy that I can find and just really mess with their ego. That's my gift to society.
Pretty boys. I was trying to find the cutest girl in some sort of traditional German skirt. With the longest, wieners. And she's trying to just. They have really long. My dad doesn't call them sausages. He always calls them wieners.
Wieners. Yeah. The schnitzel. the Wiener schnitzel.
But they're just so long,
Did not have that on my bingo card for this podcast at all. I mean, I could wear my kilt and shave if you want. It's not going to be the longest wiener, I'll tell you that much. Though.
It's going to be cold.
It's going to be cold. With my lederhosen.
Let's see. We got one of our favorite bands, Denizens of the Deep, for Deadwood.
Of the Deep.
So Deadwood, the official celebration is 24th, 25th. That's Friday and Saturday. You can check out deadwood.com for all of the official activities, costume contests, Monsters Ball, all that fun stuff. We are going to have some special guests in as well. We're featuring representatives from 2 different manufacturers. Ethan, are you up to speed on this? You want to talk about those 2 a little bit?
I don't think I'm qualified to talk about this.
All right, Pierce, I'm just trying to test everybody. Pierce, you want to talk about this?
We have somebody from Gurkha and somebody from Kojimar, a mother and daughter duo from the great state of being, are going to be here in Deadwood to rap a little bit about what the cigar business is like and what it's like kind of following the footsteps of family tradition in cigars. Not only that, but being 2 women in cigars. We're really hoping to be able to get them down here for a little bit and kind of pick their brain on what their experience has been going through this whole thing and what keeps them going through it,
And the first one is going to be from Kojimar, and it is actually the owner of Kojimar. And Rosie Perez will be here. Not that one, a different one. But she will be here and talking about, they have a ton of different cigars, primarily aromatic and sweet cigars. We carry the Senoritas, the Senora, the Senor. They have the Lola, which is very popular here as well. We'll talk about some of the new things that they have coming out. And then her daughter, her name is Allison. Allison is with Gurkha Cigars. Ethan, what do you think about that?
I think that'll be really fun.
Yes.
Interesting fact. So this is actually
Didn't take the bait.
No, I didn't.
I had this is intentional. So before actually this was the Blow and Smoke podcast, we actually launched video recording guests during COVID. And Rosie Perez was actually in the lineup. She was one of the first guests that we ever had on.
Really?
Yeah. We brought her in closed circuit and, all sorts of technical issues. But Rosie was phenomenal.
Awesome.
She's great.
I've watched a couple of interviews that she's done. She seems lively and a character, so we're looking forward to visiting with her. And we know you guys smoke a lot of her product because we watch it fly off of the shelves, and got a bunch of recommendations when you come in. And Allison, I don't know at all. It'd be nice to talk to her about her experiences with Gurkha and some of the things that they have coming out. Not the $1.6 million cigar that Ethan has referenced previously on this podcast, but some others. And so we're going to get back into the cigar industry, people being on the podcast as much as we can. Rocky Patel, what's up, buddy?
Yeah, Rocky.
We've emailed, we have DM'd. You have given your personal word to the preacher in Aruba at the TAA conference that you would come on. So
you lied to a holy man.
Calling him out right
lied
now.
to a holy man.
I mean, he just needs to see this. Somebody will. Hey, everybody. So I don't.
Every
know
time I check his social feed, he's like starting another franchise in India or something, right?
Yeah, I'm sure he's a busy man. But with the world of technology, he can certainly come in here. So
is he busy enough to be the number one cigar, or not to be on the number one cigar podcast of Deadwood, South Dakota?
Exactly. The number one. I'm going to go ahead and say the number one podcast of Deadwood, South Dakota.
I think that's true as well.
There you go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Safe.
Until we started another one, Deadwood Dicks.
The rankings just came in, and because Pierce and I watched this, because we have big egos. So Rocky, everybody do me a favor right now. If you're watching this podcast, get out your phone. If you're watching on your phone, do it afterward. Find Rocky's Instagram. I'm pretty sure it's at Rocky Patel. And just say, hey, man, when are you going to be on DTC Blow and Smoke podcast?
Oh,
there you go.
All 5 of those DMs will force him to come on this podcast.
Well, it might make him actually look, but
it might.
And we're just giving him shit. I mean, he is busy, but he did tell Preacher that he would come on, and it has been 6 months now, something like that.
And he does have a unique voice when it comes to the industry fighting back for cigar rights and legislation and all that.
Yeah, and primarily that's what we would talk to him about is there are always movements afoot to limit, regulate, and change the way cigars are distributed. There's tax implications. There's sweet versus traditional. There's states versus the U.S. versus the importing stuff. I mean, it's going to be kind of nuanced, and it'll be really interesting, but it's going to be a little bit different. We won't tell a lot of dick jokes unless he wants to.
Not the same kind of format, but I mean, believe it or not, we do really care for the cigar industry and really are curious human beings about it because we're in this industry and it does affect us personally. So we do want to get to kind of chat about more of the deeper subjects at some point in time with Mr. Patel as soon as he comes on.
And the other person that I actually talked to in Aruba last year was Michael Herklotz, Ferrotego. Speaking about unique voices in the industry, he is definitely one. By accident, I was in the bathroom and he came in at the same time, and so we had one of those intense chats in one of the least favorable places. But
like side-by-side stalls, are we talking urinals, or like set the scene for us a little bit here?
We had already walked away from the business end,
okay,
and then we proceeded with other business. But he got so
was
intense.
that cocaine?
Yeah, I don't know. No. He got really intense, and he said, "I would love to be on the podcast because we are in the fight of our lives." He was just underscoring the fact that, man, there's some serious stuff that could be coming down the pipeline in short order. And for a guy like that, who his whole name, his family is on the line and wed to the cigar business, he would love to talk about what, as an industry, we are up against. So.
And then we shook it off and went our separate ways.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah. So we've got those coming up for you, and also we had a podcast meeting a week ago. By the time this comes out, a week and a half ago, with Mr. Wild Bill, and he is going to be making a return appearance on the podcast. So we're going to have a couple of discussions with him, and one thing that Ethan brought up that we're kind of fleshing out, which he likes to use in our meetings a lot, that term, is a lot of you, Bill's had the shop for a long time now. I've been in tobacco for over 2 decades. But it's kind of fascinating how he got started in tobacco and some of the kind of early things involved in why he decided to purchase the shop and where his passion lies, and kind of give you an insight into what started the shop with his tenure here and what is going on currently. So it would be nice to get him back down here and pick his brain.
Yeah, and maybe if you're watching, listening to this podcast, you have other questions, and so we'd love to hear from you. If if you had Bill for a few minutes, what questions would you like to ask him?
And we can actually do that all the way around the table here. So we are going to try to do a little bit of getting to know us, getting to know our past, getting to know what brought us actually into the shop and started working in the cigar industry. So if you have any questions about Wild Bill or Preacher or me or Eye Candy Randy, go ahead and submit those, just so you guys can have a little bit better feeling and understanding about where we've come from, what we've gone through, and why we're sitting here right now perpetuating the cigar life.
And don't forget about Consuela, the shipping bitch, and of course Grimes.
And Grimes. Can we get him on camera?
Maybe.
If we sit him in Ethan's seat so nobody has to look at him so he doesn't get all squirrely.
Family.
I think it would be interesting though to get everyone's foundational story.
Yeah.
Right? You kind of always it factors in at some point someone's background. Why? How did the love of cigars take root in their lives?
Yep. Right.
And speaking of someone's background, it's called a transition.
Oh.
We have a Blues Fest documentary that Ethan and Dave, I forgot it. Help me.
Joel is another YouTuber and cinematographer.
Yep.
Helped out. Yep.
So we have, I'll let him tell you a little bit more about that, but we have a date. We set this date as we were having tasty beverages on the outlaw deck of the Silverado last week, November 13th. There's a Thursday night, time to be determined, but we'll give you plenty of warning. We're going to have a screening of the Deadwood Blues Fest documentary that Ethan and Joel have been working on for a few months now. So Ethan, tell us a little bit about what people are going to see.
I think it will be fun to have a screener because Deadwood Blues Fest was really it has local interest. It was a first for Deadwood. Randy did a phenomenal job of pulling together local business interests to be able to make it happen with huge national headliners. So it was a new thing for Deadwood. And so I think the story that is told through the documentary will be interesting. It'll be fun to get some feedback. And it's kind of a thank you for all of the people that pitched in to make that event what it was. I think it will be a really fun night.
Well, and I think that most people do focus on the music just itself and the unsung heroes of the background going through as much shit as they do, getting everything set up and getting everybody booked and getting all the just all the little facets to go together in the background that nobody ever thinks about. You can go onto YouTube and you can see Kingfish or Samantha Fish do 8,000 different songs.
Yep.
But the people that actually care enough to bring them in to get it put on, especially here, venues are venues. They'll bring them in. They pay their money. They get them on stage, whatever, and they probably have their particular story as well. But doing this as a in-house, in-town thing with what kind of love that it came, because it wasn't just, hey, we just want to get music out here and make a fuck ton of money. It was, we love blues music. We want to incorporate this. We love it so much that we want to share it with the community that we have shared for, absolutely 20, 30 years now. And bringing that in and seeing all the people that care enough to be behind the scenes and to make this shit happen. I think that, at least one voice has to say that out there when everybody else is just, oh, he's a great player. Oh, she's a great person, blah, 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 blah. Yes, they are, and great, and you can still see that online, but you can actually see what went into making something like this.
The overwhelming experience that I had when I was standing out in the middle of Outlaw Square that night, beautiful night, was this overwhelming sense of, and we pulled this off. And when you think about, maybe, I don't know, your perception of Deadwood tobacco is maybe larger than it is, but we're kind of a small shop, and we pulled off a mammoth undertaking with finesse.
Yeah, and not to discount the dozens and dozens of volunteers, but the actual core people from the inception, the idea through the cleaning up is about less than 10.
Yeah,
realistically,
right.
That's the DTC staff and some of the people that pitched in for the actual production side and things like that. The volunteers were 50, 100, and then of course 1,300 people came to see the show in Outlaw Square. So it turned out to be wonderful. Pierce did reference a fuck ton of money. That did not happen.
Yeah,
so
right. Yeah.
we'll let you know on that. We're not in horrible shape, but we certainly did not make a ton.
I just think that's people's perceptions out there. Like, oh, they're putting on concert, and the only thing they care about is money, and that's absolutely not the truth.
No.
You're doing it because of the love for what your muse is, what your the music, the beer, the outside performances, bringing all the local people or all the local artists in with these big name artists, and kind of congealing it all together as one big, wonderful day.
Are you saying that all of this is not just about the money?
It's not just about the money. If it was about the money, it'd be about the money. About to say something else, and I kind of recanted on that.
And just so you know, Blues Fest is coming back in 2026. That is July 10th, 11th, and 12th. Put it on your calendar right now. Start looking at your travel accommodations, that type of thing. We just had our first real meeting last week, and so we're working on some stuff. But just keep your eyes on the website and the social media and all that stuff, and we'll let you know as things progress. We do have a few of these delicious cigars left. These Blues Fest. There's a Maduro, or actually technically an Oscuro, and Connecticut in there. Got about 5-6 boxes of those left in the humidor. You can also come into the shop, get yourself a T-shirt, a poster, a koozie, a sticker, and a 2-pack of cigars for $35.
Bad deal.
Just to get rid of some of the size. Unfortunately, little people, you're in luck. Smalls and
XLs, right?
medium, large dudes, big fat dudes, you're out. Sorry. Anybody in the middle, you're out. Extra large. So we have smalls and extra larges. Buy for your friends. Buy for yourself. You've got a piece of history. The first ever T-shirt and a couple cigars. So
Very nice.
Yep.
And we still have cigars from Sturgis. They can still grab those.
we do.
Ooh,
Yep, very few. I think we're under 15 boxes last
Seriously?
I checked. Oh, yeah, out of 500. So, yeah, flying out of here. So, thank you very much for CLE, Christian Roy, and the folks for putting that together, and Ethan and the design group. If you haven't seen it yet, it's on our socials. It's a stand-up vertical that looks like a book when you open it. It's a really cool design.
Unique.
Something different.
Yeah. They are a pleasure to work with. The guys in the production house that work with Asylum CLE, top-notch, man.
Beautiful.
It looks great.
Well, that's going to do just about the rest of the calendar. I mean, we don't get too far away because, like we said, this is going to come out every other week for the entire rest of the fourth quarter and into the first quarter. We've got always new stuff coming up here as well. Looking at movie nights, Pierce, what are your thoughts on that?
Oh, God, I hope that I can get everything started. Looking into the logistics of everything and seeing if we have a screen big enough. But just something lighthearted that you can sit back and smoke a cigar and laugh at a couple of things. The world's so goddamn serious lately. Let's smoke a cigar and have some fucking fun and give it a couple of giggles. That's all I'm worried about. Just putting that into the universe.
And we also do Vinyl Wednesdays on Wednesdays. Both Pierce and I are here at the shop. So Pierce has a pretty solid sized vinyl collection.
Yeah, and I forgot all of them. What day is it today?
Today is Wednesday.
Yeah, I forgot all of them.
That's okay. We've got a few that we can run up there. And also, I just purchased the brand new Kingfish, his brand new
pre-order.
album. That one comes out, I should be in my hands around the 28th. So that's only about a week away. And when we get that sucker, of course, we'll throw that on. And it's a special promo he did. It's a blue and gold swirled pressed vinyl, and you get it's autographed, limited to 500, and 1 out of every 4 of those albums has a golden ticket, which gives you 2 free passes to any any Kingfish show you want to go to. So when that arrives in the mail, I will bring it in here and we'll open it on camera just to see if Pierce and I can go to a show and leave Ethan behind.
Are we going to do an unboxing?
We're going to do, yes,
Oh, fuck.
an
We should do
unboxing.
unboxings. If you want to send anything to us, 715 Deadwood. Wait, 1715 Main Street, Deadwood, South Dakota, 57732?
That's correct.
Ah, yeah. If you guys want to send any cigars that you think that we should smoke on camera, go ahead and send those through. Any requests or any cards or anything that you guys want to send through. I mean, no anthrax, guys. We are up to here with anthrax. We don't need any more. But other than that, go ahead and send us some stuff. We'd love to open up. We'd love to show off other cigar shops. If you guys want to send T-shirts or whatever, we would love to just sport your guys' swag around here and talk about your shop. So give us a ring, give us a jingle, give us an email, give us a
however you want to get DM.
Yeah,
There you
DM.
go, like the kids do.
Is that the kids?
We're not on the TikTok because Ethan thinks that's communist, so he doesn't join. Actually, it's because we're all pushing 50, some on the wrong side of it, and we don't know how to work that
Well,
technology.
and you can't put cigars on there. You try, you get taken down. As soon as you see smoking, you can't do the cigar. Cigar content on TikTok is minimal at best.
So that's pretty much what we've got going on here at the shop. Thanks for indulging us today as we kind of stumble through getting regrouped and back up. We promise, pinky swear, we've got it on the schedule every other week. This is going to drop. We're going to have some special guests. We're going to have some special surprises. We're going to have giveaways, too. Also,
Oh, yeah,
I
giveaways.
did not bring it to the undisclosed location from the shop, but we did get a lot of wedding invitations, which we really appreciate it. Thank you very much for thinking of us. Sometimes it's hard for us to fly to Boston for a wedding, but we got our first, at least the first that I've seen.
Wouldn't that be cool to show up, though? And just people were like, who the fuck are you guys?
All DTC'd out.
Yeah, just DTC'd smoking a cigar.
Background.
We're here for Suzanne and Gerald.
Well, Gerald, let me tell you how they first met. We got our first baby shower invitation.
Yeah.
I was like, I think Bill might have responded. We appreciate it. Thanks for thinking of us, but we don't think your infant should smoke cigars.
I mean, get them started early. That's the only way to save the culture, guys. Get your babies started smoking cigars early.
One more time, that address is Deadwood Tobacco Company, 715 Main Street, Deadwood, South Dakota, 57732. Send us some fun stuff. We'll feature it here on the podcast. That's called a collab. And we'll send you some swag as well. We've got some fun stuff that we have unearthed in the archives when we did a deep cleaning a couple of weeks ago. So, yeah, we're looking forward to it. Happy fall, almost winter. Come join us at Deadwood Tobacco Company and see all the fun stuff going on. Music-wise, coming up in no particular order, we've got Waylon Mendoza Band. We've got Brandon Sprague Blues Band. We've got Johnny Hastings and Stillhouse Down. We've got Chris and Devin. We have Ted and Carrie coming back. We have, I'm going to forget everybody. And a bunch more. You can find that whole calendar up on our socials here in just a little bit.
Yeah.
I think that's about all the
That's
talking
it.
I can do.
So from all of us here at Deadwood Tobacco Company and the Blow and Smoke podcast, you have a great day and keep blowing that smoke. Word up, fuckers.
All right. That's enough of that shit.
You can keep that part in too.